Today, we will talk about adverse possession. Adverse possession is a legal principle that grants title to someone who resides on or is in possession of another person's land. The property's title is granted to the possessor as long as certain conditions are met, such as infringing on the rights of the actual owner and being in continuous possession of the property. Adverse possession occurs when one party is granted title to another person's property by taking possession of it. This can happen intentionally, with someone knowingly coming on to another person's land, or unintentionally, such as when a homeowner crosses over and encroaches on their neighbor's property line. In both cases, the claimant may lay claim to the property and could be successful in proving adverse possession. The requirements to prove adverse possession vary between jurisdictions. In many states, proof of payment for the taxes on a property and a deed is essentially required for the claimant to be successful. Each state has a time period during which the landowner of record can invalidate the claim at any time. To successfully claim land under adverse possession, the claimant must demonstrate that his or her occupation of the land meets specific requirements. If you are a landowner, you can prevent a trespasser from gaining property ownership by taking some easy measures. Adverse possession is similar to homesteading in practice. In homesteading, government-owned land or property with no clear owner on record is granted to new owners provided they are using and improving it. Adverse possession can operate in a similar manner by freeing up land with an unclear title for productive use. However, adverse possession can also be abused in ways homesteading cannot. The typical requirements for adverse possession include continuous use, a takeover of the land, and exclusive use, among others. All states allow adverse possession, but the requirements can vary widely from state to state, including the length of possession, the payment of taxes, and the presence of a document that claims to establish ownership. The time limit varies by jurisdiction, ranging from 3 years to 30 years. The typical time threshold is 10 to 15 years. Any person in possession of land owned by someone else may claim adverse possession and acquire valid title to it, as long as certain requirements are met, such as being in possession for a sufficient period of time or paying taxes on the property. Here are 4 key takeaways. 1. Adverse possession is the legal process whereby a non-owner occupant of a piece of land gains title and ownership of that land after a certain period of time. 2. The claimant, or deceasor, must demonstrate that several criteria have been met before the court will allow their claim. Requirements may include continuous use, a takeover of the land, and exclusive use. 3. Also known colloquially as squatters' rights or homesteading, the law may also be applied to other properties such as intellectual or digital/virtual property. 4. There are some measures landowners can take to avoid adverse possession. Hope this would help. Thanks for watching.